I always knew that I'd do business.
Yeah.
And joining the family business was something I wanted to do. So I'm excited to be a part of what we're growing as a family and as a business together.
Over the years, golfing has been considered a sport for the elite, or rather, people with resources. But did you ever know that you can actually have golfing enjoyed indoors? This Saturday, I speak to one of the directors at the Village Market who has had this sport played indoors solely for entertainment.
The Yard, a mini golf course at Village Market, is an 18-hole glow-in-the-dark that offers creatively designed obstacles with carefully curated selection of repurposed junk with a hint of Kenyan nostalgia. The Yard showcases the story of how common objects and old items can bring impact on the reduction of waste on Earth. Today, our host Parsil Telewa meets Shamim Ehsani, the creative director behind this mini golf course, the first of its kind in East and Central Africa. Shamim is also the co-founder and marketing director of Tribe Hotel, a 5-star hotel in Nairobi. And now, he tells us about this Nairobi's best-kept secret and more.
I hope you enjoyed this one. Hey!
Hi.
Shamim, how are you?
Good. Welcome.
How is the night?
It's good. Are you ready to play?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh,
This is your club and your ball. Should we go?
Yeah, sure.
We start
So where
over
should
here.
we start?
Right here.
Okay.
Is the first one.
After you. To those who don't know you, what's your name? What do you do?
My name is Shamim Ehsani, and I'm one of the directors of Village Market and Tribe Hotel and Trademark Hotel.
You seem so young though. How did you become a director?
I'm very young.
Yeah,
I'm 41.
41 is so young. You know, life begins at 40. You know that.
It's true. I've heard.
How did you find yourself in business?
So my family actually started the Village Market with our business partners in 1995. That's when we opened the actual shopping center. And over time we've added new features to the space. So whether it's been recreation or hotels or more restaurants or more spaces that we've developed, it's all come together now several years later.
Growing up, did you ever think you'll do business?
Yes, I was pretty sure that I always knew that I'd do business.
Yeah.
And joining the family business was something I wanted to do. So I'm excited to be a part of what we're growing as a family and as a business together.
I think I'm going to come back to doing family business later. But specifically what I'm interested in right now as we speak is because I've also been, making frequent visits to the Village Markets, because it holds a number of retail shops. Yeah. And I've seen the Village Market really grow in the past few years. Yeah. Tell me, how did you guys think about having a new wing added to the Village Market? Because it wasn't there before.
No, it wasn't. And we saw there was a lot of demand for a retail, but there was also a demand for recreation as well. So we wanted a new space that could incorporate a lot of the new recreation features that we wanted to introduce to the market. So that was the trampoline park, the bring back the bowling alley, the under the sea playground for children, and then some other virtual reality games and driving simulation. We have a lot to offer here. Yeah,
specifically talking about the recreation center or recreation park. How do you guys call it?
Complex.
Recreation complex.
Yes.
Yeah, it has a number of activities and things that go around. Yeah. Can you perhaps highlight what it is that happens at the recreation complex?
Sure.
Yeah.
So there's several different areas that we offer. and it's really for all ages. So when we looked at what our offering should be, we wanted to make sure that we're covering all ages, from very small children to young adults, and also to adults as well. So for the youngest children, we have the children's playground, which is an indoor space. It's 35,000 square feet.
Wow, that is a lot.
It's really big,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful space. It was designed in Europe. All the parts are brought in and assembled over here, and there's really no other space like it in Nairobi. And then when you know, for the older children, there's the trampoline park as well, which is for children and young adults. There's the bowling alley as well, which adults can play or children can play as well. And then we have a driving simulation, which is more for adults, which is essentially a Formula One simulation.
Mm-hmm. What inspired you to think about indoor sporting? Because we have the conception of when we go to a shopping mall, we want to go there, shop and eat.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's inspired your idea to have that?
We're looking for ways to really make this a place that someone can spend a full day, right? So as Village Market, we want to have a facility that is for all ages, but also for all times of the day, and even the evening. So that's why we have the hotels too. So you could essentially live here for several days without getting bored, or without really lacking something to do.
Something to do,
Yeah.
basically. Today, let's talk about this mini golf
Yes.
course. And I think I like it so much, perhaps because I'm quite lazy. I have very few hours to spend outside of the house. So I'll look at where else can I, have something going on,
Yes.
apart from, going out to the field because it's already dark, or, those kind of things. You know
Right.
what I mean? Yeah. What inspired you to think about a mini golf course?
So it's something that Village Market had when we first opened.
Yeah.
And it was something that, when we took it away to make space for other developments,
Yeah.
people kept on asking us, when are you bringing back the mini golf, or why did you take it away? And
Yes.
it's something that people really enjoyed and loved, because it's something that really, it's a game that people of all ages can enjoy as well, and families can enjoy too. So we decided to turn a small space that we had at the top of the indoor playground
Yeah.
into an indoor mini golf facility. And so when we were thinking about the concept and how to really deliver the space, we wanted to do something very creative and colorful and fun.
Yeah. Let's focus on this.
Yes.
I like the material that you guys have used to create this particular space. Why this sort of material when everybody else is going into the modern, use and, having new stuff? Why did you think about these used and recycled things?
So we have a lot of new stuff as well, but with this space, we wanted to also send a social message about reusing and repurposing things that we find in everyday life, right? So we have tires and old doors and jerry cans and parts of computers and parts of cars.
Yeah.
And we thought this was an opportunity to, first of all, clear out our stores, which had a lot of junk accumulated since
Yeah.
1995, but also to send a message that art and beauty can be found in junk as well.
You understand that less than 10% of Nairobi's, waste is recycled.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel to be part of, that 10%? Because basically, we are talking about the rest that is, dumped in rivers or whatever when you
Right.
walk on the streets and stuff like that. How do you feel taking part in recycling?
I think it's an important part of what we do, and it's important. It's a responsibility of everyone in Kenya. It's something that we feel that as global citizens we have to be doing,
Yeah.
and also sending a message out that this is something that's possible to repurpose junk into something beautiful and fun.
when we were having a conversation, I remember you telling me that you thought about this whole thing when COVID hit.
Yes.
Yeah. So who is the creative mind behind this concept?
It was actually my father's idea.
Wow.
And together with our team, our recreation team, and the artists that we have in-house, and really everyone came together and sort of put effort into this, brought their ideas, and we thought it would be an opportunity for everyone to sort of have a creative outlet during COVID.
Do you think you're liking your father's idea?
I love this idea. Yeah.
And what has the public, felt about it? What has been the reception so far?
It's been well received. People really love the glow in the dark aspect of it.
Yes.
I think that's part of the fun. And also it's just something new for Nairobi. People are always looking for somewhere that's safe and somewhere that's an environment where they can drop off their kids and the kids can have fun. And it's really not an expensive activity for a family or for a group of friends to do.
I learned something, Shamim.
Yes.
Shall I tell you?
Tell me.
That this is the first concept in East and Central Africa. Is that true?
Yes.
But where did you get the idea if it's the first one?
So, I mean, it's something that exists in other countries.
Yeah.
And even the glow in the dark concept exists in other countries. So we didn't have to invent the idea, but really it was a space that was the creativity that we had to develop ourselves.
Perhaps for somebody who hasn't set their foot here.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you give them a glimpse, an overview of what it is that is in this space?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's really not a technical game. It's something that anyone, any kind of skill level can play. And the purpose of the game is to try and get the ball into the hole in as few shots as possible.
Okay.
So you're going to show us how to do that.
Okay. Few shots as possible.
Yes.
But we're talking about how many holes so far? 18.
18. Yes.
From the entrance to that further end.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, good. So somebody can take the longest time possible. Is that allowed?
It's
Or
allowed.
are they going to be disqualified?
They won't be disqualified,
Yeah.
but there might be groups behind them that might want to move ahead.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's not a very difficult course or a very technical course, as I said. So, really, someone should be able to get through it in about 45 minutes maximum.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
What happens to I'm turning up and I'm not turning up alone? I'm turning up with my family.
Yeah.
We are a family of 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Approximately how long will that take us to get done?
So to keep things moving, we limit it to 4 people per group. So you could split it up into 2 groups of 3, and it'd still take about the same amount of time.
Okay, show us what you got then. There is
You
your
should lead the
ball.
way.
So I think you'll go first.
So that's one shot.
Yeah.
One pretty bad shot.
Yes. No, I think you're doing it better.
So now we're at 3.
That was so
Four.
easy. I think I would do pretty bad, worse than you.
Show us.
You are one of the the guys behind this. You must be knowing something I don't, so I hope I do it just the way you did. Oh no.
Excellent.
Wow.
Well done.
So have you played golf before?
I have when I was
Yeah.
younger.
Okay.
But this is less about really golf, because it's a game on its own. It doesn't require the ability to play golf. It's a much more simple game. Like, this is your first time doing it,
Yeah,
and you got the same score as me,
yeah.
and I've done it a few times.
And I think you understand golf is quite expensive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an expensive sport.
Exactly.
So it would be a nice feeling for a younger person to play it, especially because they only see, the rich kids play it, and then they can afford to play it at the mall. Let's talk about you guys setting up. Yeah. What have been the challenges so far?
I mean, it's been well received. So, you know, I think the location's a bit hidden over here because it's upstairs from under the sea.
Yeah.
So really attracting people up here and getting people to know about the space maybe has been one of the challenges. But I think word's gotten around pretty quickly, and people have enjoyed it.
For how long have you guys been in business? With this specific one?
5 months, I think.
5 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I presume with the 5 months, the creative team has been able to fix things here and there.
Yes.
Yeah. Are there things that you had put in place, and then after business started running, you are like, perhaps we need to, repurpose or rethink about this idea?
Yeah, we're constantly adding to the space, and we're constantly coming up with ideas for it. And I'll show you some of the spaces that we've kind of enhanced since we opened. But really, the idea was that this should be a living space, that we can always add to and take away from and make it more interesting, so that it's a new experience when people come.
Is there a place to eat up here?
There is.
Or all food has to stop down there?
We ask people to eat downstairs rather than up here.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Shamim.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'll take me through the 18. You said 18 hall.
Yeah.
So let me just see what you guys have.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is the first hall.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good. That was so fast for you. Shall I do mine?
Yep.
So that as we go, we keep going, right?
Exactly. Much better than mine.
Oh, I might just take over your role tonight. Wow.
Close.
Wow.
I know, I make it look
I thought
really
it's going to take only 2. Apparently more than that. No, please. No. So tell me, how is business doing? Are you kidding? Guys, no. How is business doing?
Business is good. Since COVID and everything sort of...
Those were 5 attempts, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, great. Have you grown up in Nairobi?
I did, yes.
Where have you been raised?
In Nairobi.
Where did you go to school to?
I was at Banda for my primary school and then international school for the secondary school.
Great. Have you ever had this phrase when people say, group of schools? So you're a kid from group of schools, right?
Is that right? Yeah, maybe. I've never heard the term, but maybe.
You've never heard the term. So, the rest of the students who go to public schools, we just go to school.
Yeah.
And then we have these kids from the group of schools. The group of schools where you can eat pizza and you can eat, like really nice food.
I never got
considered
pizza.
Nice. Like you have chicken and those kind of things. Yeah. So how has been your life growing up?
I mean, I feel very lucky to have grown up in Nairobi.
Yeah.
Especially when I look at the life experiences of a lot of my friends in other countries. I think Nairobi's had a lot to offer, and it's been a real privilege to be able to grow up here.
What do you like about Nairobi?
A lot of it's the people here, the green spaces, but just that there's still opportunities as well. There's not everything's been done before, and there's space to still innovate, and there's still space to do interesting things.
I'm doing 5 as you just do 2.
I know.
And you're good.
Oh, that didn't work. I was trying to get it through the hole.
No, it's okay.
Still didn't work. So I think your approach was better.
Wow. Did you go to college in Nairobi as well?
No, I was in the US. I studied in Boston.
So finished primary here?
Yes.
Went to the US for uni?
Yeah.
How many years?
4 years.
What did you study?
Business. I
Business.
studied entrepreneurship and marketing.
Oh wow. Why am I coming right behind you though? Look at that champ. He's already done with the second hole before we are.
He's one away from us.
So does studying business, come in because you wanted to be a part of your father's empire?
To some degree, but it's also something I've always been interested in. So it's something exciting and dynamic as well.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the marketing side of it and the creative side of it.
Tell me about the marketing side of it.
So I mean, that's been my role in the family business, is really doing the marketing and the branding and helping with some of the concepts.
Yeah.
See, this time you beat me.
Yeah. That was easy for you. Thank you.
Sure.
The marketing bits, what interests you is mostly the branding.
Exactly, yeah. So now you start because you won.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Is that a rule of the game?
Yeah, it's called honors.
Okay. I hope I don't lose now that I have to start. Oh, this will be the longest ever. Shall I do it again?
You can.
Oh, it's
yeah.
you. No, it's you. You are smart.
I don't know.
I didn't think of, hitting it from the side.
Ooh.
How will I even hit it from there, though?
I don't know. Good luck.
Shamim, there's a lot of, trouble that comes with the family business. How have you guys managed?
I think what's nice is that we all have skills that and interests that complement each other.
Yeah.
So, while I like the marketing side and that's something that I focus on, my younger brother is more involved in sort of the financial stuff and some of the management things and leasing things for Village Market. And my elder brother he's our negotiator and he does a lot of the sales stuff and all that.
Yeah, I see. Great.
And a lot of the concepts as well. Yeah, but when we all work together, it works well.
What has been the challenges? You can't tell me there hasn't been any challenges.
I mean, there's differences in opinion, and working through some of those.
Yeah.
I think we just sit down, discuss it, and usually we come up with a solution or some kind of compromise or somewhere in between that works for everyone.
Has there been an instance when you guys just don't agree completely?
Yeah, but we kind of stick to our lanes, so if it's something that's more marketing related, then maybe they'll look to me to help with that. And if it's other parts of the business, I'll look for their advice on that.
How do I deal with this, honestly?
I don't know, good luck.
Am I allowed to?
You can, but then we add a stroke for you.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
It's perfect.
It's your turn. Oh, I hope mine will be that easy though. Oh no! I was hoping it's just gonna be one.
Perfect.
Oh, great.
Thank you.
How do you find East Africa generally when it comes to business environment?
I think Kenya is definitely my favorite place in East Africa.
Yeah.
And I can't speak to doing business in other parts of East Africa or even the continent because I've never done business anywhere else other than Kenya.
Yeah.
But no, in Kenya generally it's an environment that's conducive to doing business and to transacting. And people here are entrepreneurial, innovative, smart. So it's a pleasure doing business here.
Yeah, generally, perhaps you can let me know the challenges you face. We are done with this, right?
Yeah, we can skip over this.
Yeah, we've been here.
Go ahead.
That was long. You simply wanted to do one, right? Wow.
Okay.
You told me you speak a little bit of Swahili, Shamim.
Kidogo sana.
Kidogo sana. Niambie kuhusu wewe as an individual. Yeah, you have family. Tell me about you. In Swahili.
My Swahili is not that great. It's like kitchen Swahili.
Now that umeniambia uko 41. Yeah. Tell me about your social life a little bit. Yes.
So yeah, no family, no. Hakuna bibi.
Hakuna bibi.
Hapana.
Watoto.
Hakuna.
Mpango yoyote ya bibi na watoto?
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. Yeah. I mean, it's no rush, but you know the African culture. So when you're here, we treat you just like one of us.
I know.
So we're gonna keep asking you every Christmas.
Trust me, everybody asks me.
So I'm not the only one who asked.
No.
Yeah. How has it been for you? Have you been in the dating scene before? Do you have any experiences? Tell me a bit.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah, busy with work at the moment.
Busy with work, but you also need to unwind, Shamim. When you been a jam? Mama.
It's okay. We'll get to that stage of life.
Let's talk about your comparison when it comes to the fact that you spent some of your life in the US.
Yeah.
You understand different perspectives of these two worlds. Yeah. Tell me a little bit of comparison when it comes to there and Nairobi, Kenya.
So I was born in the US actually.
Oh, I see.
So the opportunity would be there for me to live in another country if I wanted to, especially the US. But really, Kenya's home. It's where I grew up. It's the country I love, and I want to be here.
When did you come to Kenya after you were born in US?
I was 6 months old.
You're 6 months, so you barely have a clue, of how it was up to the 6 months.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was too young to remember that. But we have family in the US, so I go and visit a lot, and I studied there for 4 years as well. So I have a clear picture of what my life would be if I lived there.
Someone would ask, why would you leave the US? And it's a developed country. It's one of the best states in the world.
I mean, there's a lot of beautiful places to live in the US, but still, my heart's in Kenya. My family's here. It's somewhere where I want to spend my life.
What has been the challenges of having family the other side, having this other family this side, and everyone? Where do you spend Christmas, by the way?
In Kenya.
Kenya.
Home.
So do people there come this way?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But
Okay.
It's too cold for me to go there right now.
Right now, yeah. So guys will be waiting for until around March there,
Yeah, maybe.
when it's a little better.
Yeah.
I think you just like here because of the weather, Shamim, to be honest.
Also,
Yeah.
it's definitely a factor. But no, I mean, there's so much to love about Kenya. What's not to love about it?
Yeah. Okay. What has been the most awkward moment you've ever had on Nairobi streets?
I don't know, actually. Growing up, when we'd walk around and stuff, there were a couple of times where we almost got robbed with me and my friends as we were walking around. But no, I think it was never a really horrific experience or never a really bad experience or anything like that would.
Were you guys going out, for leisure or something?
Yeah, I used to, my younger days. Yeah.
Your younger days, look at you,
Yeah.
you're still young. Where's your ball?
In my hand,
Did
I
you lose?
finished.
Ah, come on, it's on the last one. I didn't notice that, sorry.
Excellent, well done.
Wow. I'm looking at your concept, and has there been a new idea coming up and you guys thinking that perhaps this is not what we shouldn't have done. We should have done it this way.
there's always room for improvement with all the concepts. But when we do something, we like to do it right. As a family, we really put a lot of passion, and as a group, we put a lot of passion, a lot of effort into the concepts that we develop.
Yeah.
And when we want to introduce something to the market, we want to put it as a reflection of ourselves. It's something that should be, a really respectable product that we'd like to introduce. Because for us, it's never been an excuse that, we're in Nairobi, we're in Kenya, we're in Africa, that you shouldn't have nice things. And that's why we built the village markets and all the recreation facilities, is because Kenya and Kenyans deserve something great.
I'm seeing the inspiration for Nairobi life, Nairobi urban life, Nairobi street life, because
Yes.
I can see Moto Sana, I can see Umbwakali, I can see Skojoe Hapa,
Yeah.
I can see what else? I think I've seen a little bit of Haile Selassie Avenue and all those kind of things. Does that mean the creative team also comprised of Kenyan young minds?
Of course.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I mean, it was a collaborative effort. So everyone from our recreation manager, Anthony, to our artists who were working on it, to everyone had the input, and everyone came up with different ideas for the space.
In the US, for instance, creativity is quite well paying. Do you think we are lagging behind as a country when it comes to creativity?
I think marketing jobs here are actually some of the highest paid jobs in the country. What isn't lacking is the actual creativity, right? There's so much creativity over here, and a lot of inspiration as well.
Do you think we are rewarding creativity as it's supposed to be rewarded? That's my question.
I think there's room for developing that, yeah. Especially when you look at the art scene over here and how much attention and focus is given to art in Kenya, whether it's in the education system and in the curriculum of schools in Kenya, where art doesn't actually feature. Art and music isn't actually part of the curriculum anymore in Kenya. So I think if that could be brought into the curriculum, I think it could benefit a lot of people who want to make a living from their creativity and from their art.
Thank you so much for your time, Shalini.
Sure, my pleasure.
Cheers to me wasting your whole afternoon today.
Not a waste at all, it's perfect. Thank you.
Go you a little something.
That's very kind,
I
thank
hope
you.
it fits.
Thank you so much. I'm sure it will.
And you
Looks
guys
like the
will
perfect
recycle
size.
these, right?
Yes,
So get
I
you
love
a
it.
bigger one.
Thank you so much for this.
And it's a little bit cold in the evening, so
No, I love this. I love hoodies. Thank you.
you do. Thank you.
You're very kind. Thank you.
So you can all see that golfing is not just a professional sport. It's actually an entertainment, and it can be done indoors. I hope you enjoyed this particular episode, and I hope to catch up with you again next Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Kenyan time as I bring you more stories of global recognition. Remember, if you have a story worth telling, don't hesitate. Write to us through GlobeTraktion at standardmedia.co.ke, or you can DM us on our social media platforms at KTN News KE or at GlobeTraktion. Also give a follow at Pasil Telewa on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for more fun and behind the scenes. Until then, I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.